what black educators got to do. And these are hard questions. Are our salaries, our benefits, and our pensions more important to us than having our children effectively educated? Have we become so passive and scared, I didn't say scared, scared, that we are unwilling to speak to power about what happens in these districts or individual schools when it comes to educating our children? How can we remain mute when we know what it is that's happening to our children? Have we bought into these structures? The Democratic Party, Republican Party, whatever party y'all have bought into, have you bought into it to the extent that you are no longer committed to purpose, but you are now committed to the thing that's supposed to get us to purpose? Because you know what? We're supposed to be committed to purpose. And the moment you become more committed to a particular arrangement to get you to purpose is the moment that you move closer to become a protector of the status quo. Because the issue, I support charters, but I support charters because I think it is a lever to help us get educated. If it don't work, I ain't for it. I'm for what works for our children. And what works for our children at this moment in history. And 10 years from now, we may have to have a meeting and be totally against all of it because it ain't working. But you see, you won't do that if you get committed to the arrangement instead of the reason why the arrangement exists. Hotep said, freedom isn't free. And freedom really isn't a place, it's a launching pad for constant pursuit. And that's what we must be, in constant pursuit. And then you have to ask yourself, why are some of y'all so opposed to low-income parents getting choice? Why y'all mad about that? I still got a sign up in my basement that say power to the people. And the problem is some of y'all who used to be for power to the people, you are no longer for that because you are now a part of the bureaucracy. And you are no longer interested in empowering the people. Hey, I've been to Oakland. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't know, I got two names. My slave name, Howard Fuller, and my other name, Owusu Sadoki. In the 1970s, I came to Oakland, just so y'all know. Because I was organizing to support African liberation. In 1972, I organized a demonstration where 30,000 black people marched in support of African liberation. So I've been coming in and out of Oakland for a long time. I was coming in and out of Oakland when there was a strong organization of black workers in Oakland. That's how far I go. So when people start talking to me about Oakland, I'm listening, but I ain't saying how much I know. And I know that this community has been hurting for a long, long time. It didn't just get started. And now what we're faced with is how black people and Latinos gonna work together. Yeah, I'm saying. I'm saying that instead of black folks running, oh man, where all these Latino people come from? It don't matter where they came from, they're here. Hey, where did you come from? At some point in time, we got to figure out how we're going to work. Think about a powerful coalition that can develop if black and Latino parents come together and begin to understand their common interests. Because the common interests are the same, educating our children. See, the reality is that what you see happening in Oakland and in other parts of California, although I tease people when I come out here about California, y'all should have the right to secede. But California is different. But California is in some ways more like what America has become. And so when these people start talking about we got to take back our country, who they trying to take it back from you. No, you got to think about this. And so we need to start talking in open about how Black and Latino people are going to sit down and develop a common agenda for how we're going to ensure that our kids get educated. Because Latino kids are not getting educated, Black kids are not getting educated. That's just a fact. And so we can't keep thinking about the world that used to be. I'm asking you to think about the world that is. And how do we change this world